Art history is the study of art from across the world, and from the ancient to the present day. It covers virtually every aspect of human history and experience. This is because it looks at works of art not just as objects, but as a way of understanding the world, and the societies in which they were created. In this video, we are going to talk about the history of arts in the Philippines. Contemporary Philippine art is the art produced in the present period of time. The art of the Philippines had been influenced by almost all spheres of the globe. It had the taste of Renaissance, Baroque and modern periods through the colonizers who arrived in the country. Let's start with the pre-colonial period, 900 to 1556. Talking about art in pre-colonial period is very interesting. Even before colonizers came, indigenous Filipinos already had their own art, literature, and architectures. It includes their cultures and rituals. Their literature has two forms, which are the oral chants, stories and songs, and written cave drawings and writings. They also have two kinds of visual arts, paintings and sculptures. Examples of their sculptures are pots, figures, and jewelries. Cave is their prime architecture in that era. Islamic Period, 1201. It started when an Arab named Sayyid Abu Bakr came here in the Philippines, specifically in Sulu. He spread the religion called Arabic, mostly in Mindanao, and was embraced by the Magindanaoan, Tausug, Yakan, Samal, and Bajau. Bible in their religion is called Quran, which serves as their literature. The church that they call as the mosque is one of their prime architecture. They have a sculpture called Akal or Okir, which focuses on sculpting, molding, pottery, weaving with patterns. Spanish Colonial Period, 1521 to 1898. It all started when a Portuguese explorer, Ferdinand Magellan, arrived here in the Philippines. This era was focused on Christianity and Catholicism. A lot of architectures were introduced, such as the Catholic Church, that is formed like a Latin cross. Churches are designed with Baroque features and details. Plazas were built, and bahay na bato or bahay na tisa was also became the primary shelter of the people. They focused also on sculptures that include saint figures, wall details for churches, carrozza, which is mainly used as a stand of santos and santas in processions. Music and dance were also very actively used as an entertainment in this era. Pabasa occurs in Holy Week, kundi man a way to please or court loved ones. Love songs are used. Carinosa, tinikling, pandango sa ilaw and many more dances were introduced. Doctrina Christiana was made as the Bible's auxiliary. This is their form of literature. Theaters are finally introduced for the entertainment. Zarzuela, cenaculo, komedya, moro-moro and argyo are the examples of the theater art that is shown in this period. Lastly, the visual arts that were established are mostly to show rebellion against Spain. Base Revolt, Carta Hydrográfica y Chorográfica de las Islas Filipinas, Scholarium, and Virginis Christianas Expuestas al Populacho, are some of the visual arts. American Occupation, 1898 to 1946. After winning from being the colony of Spain, Americans took over. Most architectures were modernized and cities had a major development in this era. A theater show which focuses in comedy was released, and they called it vaudeville. A man named Daniel Burnham commissioned to develop and design Manila and Baguio. Painting specifically by Fernando Amorsolo was emerged, perhaps because it reflects the Filipino culture. The sculpture of the Oblation that was made by Guillermo Tolentino in 1935 and the Bonifacio Monument were also appreciated. Japanese occupation. 1946 to 1969. It was considered as the darkest period of the Philippine history. It destroyed most of the arts that were made. Modern art was slowly getting into the art world in this era. Victorio Edades with Carlos Francisco and Galo Hernandez, considered triumvirate, pioneered the modern art. Post-war. 1946 to 1972. Various art like abstract, public painting, modern and conservative arts were introduced. Malls, real estates, and many more advanced architecture were made. 70s to contemporary or present day. Medias such as multimedia, mixed media and transmedia were introduced. Figurative and non-figurative arts were also developed. Modern architectures like malls, real estates, condos, hotels, resorts, commercial buildings and many more architectures were built.